the Raw after WrestleMania. Look, I can't even fake enthusiasm. I tried. It's just not gonna work. The mystique of the Raw after WrestleMania is dead. Uh, Even with the NXT stuff, and it's just not there anymore. Because look, the WWE doesn't try. Their main roster sucks, and it just needs to change. I don't know what it could be. Maybe a man dying, or just somebody getting like better and creative. It it doesn't have the same luster. And granted, WrestleMania, it was not good, but usually the Raw at the WrestleManias are pretty good. But this one was just, I'm not gonna say bad. It was just uneventful, unexciting. It lacked pulse. It was just, you could have skipped this until the next week of the Raw shakeup and missed nothing. So before I get into the review, let me say this. Um, this is gonna be my last Raw review for a while. I'll still do probably the pay-per-views, and that really doesn't mean anything because I don't really have a lot of view count right now. But this is my last Raw review because I just can't waste another Monday until it gets better. Just like I did with Impact. Impact was kind of boring, so sometimes I skipped it and then put a review. So until it piques interest or gets better, why waste a Monday night watching it when I can be doing other things like, I don't know, gaming, uh, catching up on TV series. I just started Waco. I don't know if that's good or not, but there are a bevy of things that I could be doing instead of watching a show where they obviously don't care. So let's run down it. Stephanie comes out and wants to bury the hatchet with Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey hits her with the armbar, so they get Stephanie off TV for a while until I guess another big pay-per-view for Stephanie McMahon. I know a lot of people are saying, "Hey, Stephanie versus Ronda again." Um, I don't think that should happen. I think what should happen is, I'm just throwing it out there. Since Oscar, I know Oscar. Uh, Oscar should join with Stephanie Triple H as the corporate champion and take out Ronda, or get help by Stephanie Triple H to take out Ronda, and there'll be a little bit of up-ins, and then you can have the feud and whatever. But I wouldn't want to see Stephanie versus Ronda. I would like to see that happen with Asuka. So moving on, first match, you have Nia Jax coming out, and she gets a huge pop. Nia Jax is over. Let's not deny this. She, even though it was, it's the sparking crowd after WrestleMania, but I have a feeling that people are feeling Nia Jax. Now her ring gear is straight out of West Coast production, like BBW porn shit. Especially with that gold, the body stocking. Like, I always love a good big woman in a body stocking, but the gold accent is not flattering. Um, then out comes Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, and Alexa is doing her usual stick of talking about how she was emotionally distraught and it's not her fault for losing. Uh, and then Nia Jax says she has a partner, and it's Amber Moon. Um, I saw this coming a mile away, not in this particular fashion, but everybody, everybody knew, and I knew that Amber was going to the main roster. Now, it was good. Nia Jax, completely dominating both Alexa and Mickie, because, like, on camera, she just towers over both of these women. Then she tags in Ember, and look, Ember has a lot of athleticism, and it's gonna get the crowd moving and all that. But I want this to sink into people. Amber Moon, a woman from developmental, just single-handedly dunked on a long-time reigning, multiple belt holding main roster champion. Let that sink in. And that's not even a knock against Alexa. That's just like bad booking. Like, Alexa, like, she had that title for like almost a year, and she can't handle Amber Moon. But she was like kind of dominating Nia Jax at WrestleMania. it just it don't add up, bro. It don't. Then you had Braun Strowman and Nicholas relinquishing the title because Nicholas has school. So essentially, the Raw Tag Team title match at WrestleMania was pointless and it wasted everybody's time. Thanks WWE for wasting my fucking and then the bar, they come in like, you're gonna get the titles back, and Kratos like, no, we lost to a 10-year-old. I'm gonna have the tag team eliminator. It's 4 teams, 2 matches, and then that team faces you at the greatest Royal Rumble. I'm gonna get back to that. Then you had No Way Jose defeating the look. This is not a knock against No Way Jose. I kind of like No Way Jose. He's decent in the ring, but he's on now that he's on Raw in the hands of Vince McMahon. Do you really trust a black or Hispanic dancing guy in a gimmick like that to be in safe hands with Vince McMahon? I rest my case. Then you have the first match in the Tag Team Eliminator, the Revival versus Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. The Revival hit the Shatter. I love how they hit the Shatter Machine. First of all, it's like they hit that shit out of nowhere. Like they don't set up for it. It's basically like 3D except for with the knees. But the Dudleys, they used to call it out. But the Revival, they hit it fast. Like it just comes completely out of nowhere. Like you kind of think like, oh, it's gonna come here, but then all of a sudden, it just. I just love how they hit the Shadow Machine. But Revival win. Then you have Seth Rollins coming out talking about his Intercontinental title win. Balor comes out to congratulate him. The Miz says some stuff about him losing made his daughter cry and his wife cry. And then Jeff Hardy came out because if you have a reason why Jeff Hardy came out, did he have something with the Miz beforehand? Like, why did he come out? Anyway, wow, that's a mind blow. That's just stupid. Mandy Rose versus Sasha Banks. Again, really? Like, I mean, okay. Look, I'm not gonna lie to people. I didn't watch this match. I just watched the ending. I didn't care. I really don't. But Bayley came out, whatever, and she accidentally hit Sasha. And look, it's like they're not even trying to pull the trigger. Like Bayley should be a heel now. Like after WrestleMania, Bayley, like when Bayley threw Sasha, she should have won the Battle Royal and become a heel. New ring attire, new attitude. Instead, they're still like walking the shitty fence. Oh, is she a heel? Is she a face? It's gonna be Banks that turn. Bro, come on. This just horrible. And then Paige gets the ring and she's like, oh, I gotta retire because my poor little neck. And who cares? Paige in NXT, she was great. On the main roster, complete shitty career. Yeah, she won the title, but she was a horrible champion. She botched, and it was just disgusting watching Paige in the ring. That's not badgering her. That's just reality. Horrible champion. And in the 4 years, she did nothing. Like nothing that was like remarkable or set the world on fire. Besides, maybe looking sexual. And that's it. And then they have a movie. Whose penis is she sucking backstage to get this shit? She after her injury, she still was on TV with the other women doing this manager role for weeks or maybe months. And now she's getting a movie that is going to straight to DVD about what? What is this about? A movie about a woman who's been wrestling since 12 to get to WWE to what? Wrestle for 4 years? And I know it's more than I wrestled in WWE before the fanboys say anything. But still, what is that? What kind of movie is that? That's horrible. So Paige retires, and hold on, I can do it better with this one. Paige retires, whatever, and then Elias. Look, WWE Elias is over. He's a face. Like, we can't deny that. He's insulting people, and the crowd is hot for this guy. But the WWE, being the WWE, have to go against the grain and try to keep him as a face, as a heel, or whatever. I'm getting confused. Out comes Bobby Lashley, and I was excited to see Bobby Lashley because, look, I've been a big Bobby Lashley fan ever since the ECW stuff. I felt like he should have been a world champion in the company like a long time ago, but instead he jobbed out John Cena in his last thing at WWE and went to TNA, kind of sucked there, came back to TNA, and became a credible world heavyweight champion that people still shitted on up until this day, until he came back to WWE. The bias is real, people. The bias is real. Look, as much as I want to be excited for this, like full-hearted, like, yeah, Bobby Lashley's back. It's going to be awesome. I know how it's going to play out. Bobby Lashley's black. They've never had a world heavyweight champion that's black. And they're putting him in a segment with Elias, a guy that's supposed to be hot with the crowd, you know, the face, but he having the heel. So they're putting Bobby Lashley in a weird position already. And they're not going to make him a world champion, maybe Intercontinental champion, but even like at this point in his career, the IC title is beneath him, or US title. That's beneath Bobby Lashley. It's like, so for what? Then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come to Kurt Angle and be like, look, bro, we need some jobs. We got, you know, the SmackDown stuff. And Kurt Angle, like, it's like they make Kurt Angle say and look stupid on purpose. We don't have any jobs at you know, for tag team position because the tag team stuff is filled up. But then, like, later on, they have the Authors of Pain debut. Really? And then, like, in this thing where the IWC went, wow, I heard TNA is hiring. Okay, that was funny. I can't lie, that was pretty funny. But the backfiring, somebody wrote that for Kurt Angle in order to be a IWC, YWC burn when the WWE is putting on shitty shows and TNA is picking up momentum. Let that sink in about how stupid that is. You're giving, oh, they're not TNA anymore, they're Impact. You type TNA into Google, it's going to take you to Impact. So that's an irrelevant statement. No matter how, you know, like, oh, they're not TNA, they're Impact. It still leads you to Impact Wrestling. So even if you, like, get people over there just in a joking way, oh, I want to see what's over Impact. You know, they heard they were a joke. What the fuck? Austin Aries versus Pentagon versus Phoenix. Taya Valkyrie versus Rosemary in a Demon's Dance. I don't know what that is, but that sounds pretty interesting. Who else you got? I think there was some other stuff on there. Oh yeah, Matt Sydal versus Petey Williams. Allie versus Sue. Like, it's a lot of good matches. And here's the bad part. If TNA delivers or Impact delivers a redemption and it bring more people, just even a small amount, it backfires on WWE for putting the people over there or just, you know, opening their eyes to TNA. So moving on, you have they just hate Heath Slater. Heath Slater comes out and wins his mouth, and the Authors of Pain debut. Authors of Pain win, obviously, and here's the stupid part. The Authors of Pain, after debuting on Raw, they disband from Paul Ellering because what's the reason? Like, oh, it's not like Paul Ellering has been holding, like, weighing them down or causing them matches. Paul Ellering helped them get the NXT Tag Team title, the Dusty Cup, and got them to Raw. But now this is the point in time they decide to ditch Paul Ellering. So stupid, so stupid, so stupid. Then Roman Reigns. I got beat by Brock Lesnar, but I'm gonna come back, hustle, loyalty, respect. They keep putting me in a match with Brock Lesnar. I don't know what's going on. I just keep getting matches for no reason. And they're world title matches in the cage. I don't know what's going on. Why do they keep giving me these matches? But I know one thing. If they keep doing it, I'll eventually win. This man is trash, bro. Why is this man in the main event? I don't understand this shit. Like, this man is uber trash. He cuts promos trash. His wrestling, okay, I'm not gonna say Reigns and wrestling is trash, but when he doesn't care, it's trash, bro. Like, and then his stupid I don't know why they keep giving me these matches against Brock Lesnar. And then Samoa Joe comes out. He's like, "You're a liar and a failure, but have no worries. At Backlash, I'm gonna be waiting for either you or Brock." Question, Samoa Joe. I respect the fuck out of Samoa Joe. I love Samoa Joe. He's the man. What the fuck has Samoa Joe done in the past couple of months to even talk about a title shot? And where the fuck is Kurt Angle? Then you have Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus Titus Worldwide. You gotta feel sorry for Titus Worldwide. You got to. You got Titus, one of the most charismatic guys and on the roster with good mic skills and everything, and a decent wrestler in his own right. Teamed up with Apollo Crews, a guy with unbridled athleticism. Granted, he has no character, but still, this guy does amazing things in the ring. Like, he's a perfect combination of speed, power, athleticism. And they're a jobber tag team. I don't... For what? This is why the tag team division is ass. They have so many tag teams, but they all focus upon the tag titles, and they don't branch off into like different storylines where tag teams, have feuds with other tag teams, and it doesn't involve a belt. It's like either the tag team titles or it's fuck you guys. And now with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy joining forces, it's obvious. Like, it's obvious that Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are going to win the tag team titles in Dubai, or at least chase the bar at least, and then eventually get the tag team title. It's just obvious. And then you have, I didn't really give a fuck about this shit. KO and Sami Zayn. Who cares? I've seen these two wrestle so many matches. Doesn't matter. Doesn't, like, you would think the Raw, the WrestleMania, they would do something like troll, like where both of them count each other and like both of them win somehow. But instead, they have a regular plain old match, and it's just like, I need this job. I'm looking on CBS, like, the results. Somebody gave this shit an A. What dumb fuck gave this Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match a A grade? Why? It meant nothing. And then there's a superstar shakeup. So, like, Zayn and Owens could have been on TV for like at least like another week, and it would still be the same thing. Like, and then you could have threw them into the tag team division on Raw, maybe. Like, both of them become a tag team on Raw after the draft. But instead, you have them on Raw the following week. I mean, the following night, after still being fired, show up on Raw to still be fired, and then next week they'll probably be on Raw and one be on SmackDown. And then you had the 6-man Bray, not Bray, but Jeff, Balor, Rollins. I'm already starting to forget his title reign. Like, is already there. Like, the guy has no character, and granted, he has great music and he's a great wrestler. I'm already starting to forget his title run. Just that damn quick. Versus the Miz, Miz, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's the end of Raw. In the Raw of the Wrestlemania, they're obviously going to have some kind of, like, something big. Something's going to happen. No. It just ends like in a regular match. And like here's another thing. Let me say this. What the fuck was up with Jeff Hardy's music? I know you're gonna say, what's up with his sleep? I thought you thought I was gonna say something about his sleep, but no, what's up with Jeff Hardy's music? Like, seriously. He's coming out to the Hardy Boys theme song as a singles wrestler, but not coming out to So You See the Right. What's up with these music choices? You got Reigns coming out to the Shield music and not have individual stuff, and then you got Jeff coming out to the tag team music. It's awkward. It's very awkward and retarded. I'm trying to think of. I think that's pretty much it, man. Who won the 6-man tag? Who gives a fuck? I think Rollins gets the pin on the Miz. Who cares? Like, honestly, it meant nothing. It was something else that happened here that I wanted to talk about. I just talked about the music. I think that's pretty much it, man. Let me go back up here. Go back up. Y'all, there's a pain. That's pretty much it. Yeah. It's almost 12 o'clock again. Yep. So I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, man, this Raw was boring. There's something else that I'm forgetting that happened in this show. And I don't want to cut this shit off without saying it. The AOP stuff, tag team title thing. Let me check the WWE stuff. Let me check the WWE YouTube just real quick before I let you guys go. Alright. Okay. Zay, I was just a pain. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah. Brock Lesnar resigns to WWE. Who cares? This motherfucker is the worst. Like anybody pulling Brock Lesnar now, like, your priorities are fucked up. This man is the worst WWE champion in history. Part-timer who puts on the shittiest of shittiest matches, only hits one move, two, maybe you count the L5, and it's just, Brock Lesnar is just the worst, and the worst thing that WWE could do is resign this man. And then, to make it even worse, him resigning, he's pretty much shit on the entire roster. So, who can legitimately beat Brock Lesnar in a match, just where they built it? And now you set up to where the only time Brock Lesnar can lose is if maybe a Money in the Bank catch in, and that's it. Everything else, he's not gonna lose. And the only person that probably could take him to task is maybe Roman, and that's it. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.